every field has lots and lots of opportunities. So students should know how to choose a field according to their interest, science, commerce, or arts. A common confusion which most of the students faced after their 10th standard when the results are out. Few students are very clear about what they want in their life. But on the other hand, there are many students who are somewhat confused and clueless while choosing their career. So DAV is always one step ahead. So we are organizing career guidance program on all Saturdays to actually make this vision clear to the students. Today we have two resource persons who are going to actually talk about Beyond Science, a future in liberal arts and science. So before entering into the program, it's actually our normal procedure that we first invoke the blessings of God through a small prayer. So I now invite Sri Parthasarathy sir to begin this program with the prayer song. Please, sir.
Thank you, madam. Namaste, everyone. Om Bhurбhuvasva Tatsavidurvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimahi Dhiyo Yona Prachodaya. Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Brahmanandam Paramasukadam Kevalam Jnanamurtim Dvandvatitam Gaganasadasham Tattvamasyaadi Lakshyam Dvandvatitam Gaganasadasham Tattvamasyaadi Lakshyam Yekam Nityam Vimalam Achalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Yekam Nityam Vimalam Achalam Sarvadi Sakshi Bhutam Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Bhavatitam Trigunarahitam Sadgurum Tam Namami Gurubhyo Namaha.
Thank you very much, sir. That was indeed an amazing one. I now invite our HM, Srimati Meenakshi ma'am, to introduce the speakers. Please, ma'am.
Namaste. And I would first pay my respects to our principal, Sri Ramnavalan sir. And I take this opportunity to introduce our principal, Sri Ramnavalan sir, to both the speakers of the evening. Namaste, sir, and a warm welcome. And it gives me immense pleasure to welcome the speakers of the evening on the topic, Beyond the Sciences, a Career in Liberal Arts. I welcome Srimati Ruchira Mandal, who is an MBA graduate and done her diploma in apparel technology. She has more than 15 years of experience in the field of fashion technology. She is currently a master trainer who is involved in training programs for aspiring youngsters in this field. A very warm welcome to you, madam. Next, I take immense pleasure in inviting our second speaker of the evening, Srimati Mitra Jyotimani. She is a fashion designer by profession and who's been in the field for the past 7 years and has handled interesting projects. She has many accolades to her credit. She has been the finalist at the Melbourne Cup fashion event in the year 2014, finalist in the event Vogue Honors in the year 2015, finalist at the Wills Lifestyle event held in 2015. She has worked with one of the most successful men's retail brand, called the Derby Jeans. She is currently involved in export of garments. A very warm welcome to you, madam. Two befitting personalities who will give you a great insight into the umpteen opportunities that are available in the field. I extend a very warm welcome to both of you, madam, and to the student community who are here. Please lend a discerning ears and have very good takeaways from them so that you can make successful careers in this field. Thank you so much. And with this, Ruchira madam, you can take on from here.
Thank you, Meenakshi madam, and thank you all of you. Namaste, good evening. Thank you, DV team, giving me such an opportunity to talk on such a stream which people now just introducing, starting to know about, and they're aspiring for this particular field. Day by day, the aspiration has become enlarged. Now, I want to talk to my participants that before coming to the topic, I actually want to know that whether they know why we are here. I want to hear some of sounds from them, if we can. Are the participants hear me? Can they hear me?
And they cannot chat live. I mean, they cannot speak, but if they have any query, they will put it in the chat box. So you cannot interact live.
Okay, fine. Thank you. So participants, actually, if you can message me that why we are here and what we do today, what we will discuss, that what is this fashion technology, the liberal arts, or the another stream of arts. If anyone can message me. Okay, fine. Let me then introduce it to you. Fashion is very common word which we use nowadays. Okay, and fashion technology is something where technology comes with this fashion. To make you more understand, to make you more comfortable in this context, I will share you one PPT with you so that it will be easy for you to understand. First of all, if we say what a fashion is, then we can say that fashion is somebody's idea which is widely accepted, a trend, a design which is popular by the people and accepted widely. And when the technology comes with it, how to make this fashion possible, how to make the imagination, the design come into existence, technology plays the role. Now I will share you the PPT with you. Please let me know whether everybody can see the PPT. Is it visible or not? Is it visible on your screen or not?
Yes, ma'am. Is it visible? But your internet is, I think it's very low, ma'am. It is not stable.
I can't feel anything like that. It is not coming to your screen? Isn't it coming to your screen?
We can see your slides, ma'am, but there is an unstable internet from your end.
Is it coming to your screen? Is it coming to your screen, sir?
Yes, we can see your slides. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
We could see, we could see.
Okay, thank you. And so how can be this session interactive? So this session can only be interactive by the chat. We cannot talk, isn't it, madam? Meenakshi,
Yes,
madam?
yes. Yeah, you can, students can, post as the presentation is going on. Students, if you have any query, you can please post it in the chat box, which madam will see and she will answer.
Now we will shortly we will first understand what fashion means and where we can put this fashion. Obviously, we know the fashion, that it is popular style which comes into practice, and we can bring this fashion to clothing, footwear, accessories, and makeups, and body piercing, furniture, many of things. Okay, we search for many fashionable, designable ornaments, kurtas, and shoes, and furnitures, everything. Okay, now we have brought fashion into all the aspects of daily needs. Okay, this particular fashion is nothing but it is the newest trends. Okay, and it is obviously something which we are comfortable at. Okay, whenever we talk about fashion, it cannot be something which we wear and we don't feel comfortable. So fashion always includes comfortable, comfort, and according to our religion, according to our beliefs, according to the change of the weather or change of our mood, the trend, and sometimes it is also weird, but we do accept that particular fashion into our life. It is something about fashion, style. Okay, so all this when we bring together, it comes to fashion. But there are some components, okay, in fashion. Now we will first discuss on these components, and then gradually we talk about the technology which comes into this fashion. And without this technology, fashion cannot be possible. If there will not be any technology, the fashion is incomplete. Yes, Mr. Tarun Karthik has raised his hand. I think he has something to say. Yes, Tarun, you can chat me if you want to say something. You can give me in written to chat. I did not receive anything, but Tarun has raised his hand. Now we have some components which, when we combine together, becomes fashion. When we talk about fashion, we talk about style. What sort of style, what sort of likes and dislikes people want to inculcate in their fashion? The change in the fashion, because with the change in time, the dynamic change always should be flexible with the fashion, or fashion should be flexible with the dynamic change. And the acceptance, if it is not widely accepted, it won't be called as fashion. Okay, and it also includes the taste. The taste, according to the taste, the fashion comes into life, comes into existence. Fine. And we can put our fashion in many sectors. Fashion doesn't only mean that to wear fashionable clothes. We can have fashionable sportswear, fashionable architecture, interiors, automobiles, gadgets, foods, apparels, everything. Because we want new things in our life, new changes in our life. Many students, they are raising their hands, but I'm not getting any chat from them. I think they
Ruchira
have
madam,
awareness.
Ruchira madam, it's okay. No, they will raise and they will keep posting. Children, whatever question you have, please post it in the chat box, and madam will see. And after her presentation, she will go to the questions and she will answer it. Okay. So no, I know so many questions will come into your mind. So please keep putting it in the chat box, right? Once I will also keep seeing it, and I will also read it across to madam, right? So let's follow the presentation. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you. Yeah, actually, it is very genuine that they will have some doubts, they'll have some queries, because maybe some of them are new to it. There may be some candidates who have their siblings or their relatives from the fashion sector, but there are students who are very new to this sector and they may have many queries. Okay, but don't worry, we will come to that particular portion where your queries will be solved, will be answered. Okay, so whenever we talk about fashion, it is about our day-to-day clothing, or where whatever we things we use, we try to do it in a fashionable way. And this particular fashion can be of many types. Okay, but generally whenever we see a ramp walk, celebrities walk on the ramp wearing uh, some very unique clothes with of unique, textiles, designs. So we call it haute couture or high fashion, which generally done for the high celebrities and high end of customers who are of the high end society, who belongs to high end society. For them, separately, the designs are done, which I think after some time, Nitra ma'am will be clearing more, widely. So we can types of fashion into three sections, like haute couture, which is high fashion, then proto-potter, which is ready to wear. Ready to wear means sometimes we see or we gone through some designers showrooms where they already made some customized products and they showcase, particularly showcase it in their showrooms, and we go and we buy them. We they don't make it for a particular customer with a particular uh, measurements and for particular requirements, but they make it by their own concept, and they make their own samples, and we go and we purchase. So which is ready to wear, but those where those costumes are made by the designers, and that is not easily available in mass markets, which is the third section, mass market, where this particular garment, a large number of garments are made where irrespective of the particular customized zone or particular standard of particular level of people, it is made for mass, and that is that is considered under mass market. So we can see and get it clear by some of the pictures we have. So haute couture, we can see here that the celebrities are wearing their particular costumes, which is specifically designed for them on a particular occasion or particular time. So that we call a haute couture. Okay, and this is a just summary of fashion and fashion technology. It is a vast chapter which requires many small and big, uh, perspective and point to discuss, and there are many points to see. So I'm just going through it uh, wide by giving you a just brief idea. Then we will have some images of proto-potter, which is ready to wear. We can see some of the brands which we are very familiar to. We go to the stores, big malls, where we can see these brands hanging on the stores, having these particular characters and celebrities photos. But these are already made and already prepared. We can go and buy it. Okay. And now we can see for this mass market. Mass market, it includes the costumes, the garments, the apparels for the mass, including everybody, like every other simple people, the general people of any country. We can go to market, we can buy, in foods or in shops, where we can have the many garments of same designs or similar designs or different designs, but which are not particularly made for a specific person or a specific particular specific any part of people or any part of country. So this is for mass. Okay. And whenever we go to market, we actually, maximum of us, we go to this mass market. Now, when we call fashion, sometimes we may get confused with this a trend. So we can also discuss about trend, what a trend is, which is similar to a fashion but not actually a fashion. A trend, sometimes it comes for a small period of time. Sometimes we have a trend of piercing many parts, in our many parts. Sometimes we keep long hair, sometimes we keep a sort of different, beard and mustache. Sometimes we wear a particular sort of caps or something like that. When the trend comes, we do it. Okay. So mostly the trend which becomes familiar, popular, but mostly they are for a short period of time. They don't prevail for longer period, which a fashion remains. Like now also we have sadhana cut haircut, we have bobby prints, we have bell bots. So those are fashion which are always, or now also, which is in very demand. People likes it. Okay. Now, if we call a fashion a trend, it should be comes with a design. Without a design, how can we create anything? So we should be having a design. Now, what a design is? A design is something which we think, which we imagine, our expression of thoughts, our expression of likings, our likes, our dislikes, and what we think comes out in form of a design. Okay. So individually, every individual have its individual interpretation of design. And that is why different designers, and every individual designers, they have their own style of statement and designs. Okay. Now, if we call fashion, then automatically the role of a fashion designer comes into our mind. Fashion, we always link fashion with fashion designer, isn't it? I think many of you will agree with me. So when we think of fashion designer, then we should know that actually what a fashion designer do, what a fashion designer does. Okay. Now, generally, a fashion designer has many roles which we just we heard about Mitra madam just before just before some minutes. So fashion designer does many things. It creates new designs, it creates patterns, and it develops designs for particular customers also. It develops collection for retailers, and it also organizes the same for each season. It creates a design season wise, and it also studies and analyzes the market trend. What is going on in the market? What people actually are liking to wear, to to have in their life. So according to that, designer flexibility, designers are versatile, and designers, they do their work accordingly. Fine. I think we have just visualized a bit of fashion and fashion designing. Now we will come to the term fashion technology. Okay, because whenever we design something, we do something, we create something, it needs to be actually come into existence. And how it will come? Because if suppose I have created one beautiful drawing or a sketch of gown, but I have to make it. So I have to collect the textile or fabric for it. I have to collect the trimmings for it. I have to exactly um, arrange some tailor, or I have to make it by myself. And for that I need one machine, and there are many things which which needed by that particular person who created or who creates a design. So that all the things, whatever we are discussed now, that comes into technology part. Technology is a support, or it is a technique by which a design comes to the existence, comes to its own original, look. So now, if we talk about fashion technology, then it involves, we can say that fashion technology is a technology which is involved in the creation of tools for industry. Which industry? The apparel industry. And why we use these tools? To improve the fashion production or the consumption. Maybe we want to increase the consumption, we want to increase the production, whatever, it needs to be guided by technology. Because whenever we produce, we make anything, it can be by two ways. Either we customized it, we go to tailor, or we go to designer, they make things for us, or we go for mass production. We go to market and buy ready-made products. But whether we have ever thought that from where these products, ready-made shirts, trousers, lehengas, kurtis are coming from? Similar, they are very similar to each other, or same but of different sizes. So they are made in a mass production, in a large amount. Okay, so we can see it whenever we call this mass production. We can see this, the image. You can see so many workers are working here in this particular image, and they are working a particular same thing, everybody. Okay, because same design is being created, but in a large number. And you can see that these are the machineries which are used for this production. Okay, we need sieving machine, we need cutting machines, we need embroidery machines and dyeing machines, starting from fiber to garment. Whenever we talk about raw material we get, and then it is converted into yarn or the thread, and then it is converted into cloth or fabric, then we stitch it and we convert it into a garment, a complete garment. Okay, so it can be done by mass production, and there are some industries who work from raw fiber level to the garment level, which we call vertical manufacturing. Okay, which we call them vertical manufacturing. And customized tailoring, what is this customized tailoring? When we stitch garment for single person, where the design is very much different from one another, the measurement is different, the material is different, the fabric is different, the accessories is different, trimmings are different, and it looks like everybody, you can see this in image, that every person, every girl, she is wearing different, design, different clothes, different colors. So here in customized tailoring, we make different and particular garment according to a particular customer. And whenever we call a fashion, if we say that what does a fashion designer do? A fashion designer actually customize the garment. He does a garment according to a particular customer. And sometimes it also makes his own samples, makes his own designs, and give it to the manufacturing industries, and sometimes they acknowledge it, they are fine to the samples, and they get it done in mass production. So in this way we can say that the production can be done in two ways. Now if we think that we are very keen to do our career or make our career in this particular field, then sometimes we may think that whether this particular career is good, whether we can excel in this, whether we can earn money or not, whether our parents will support or not. So these are the main questions, because everybody now, they are either they want to become a doctor, an engineer. They are also very good. But sometimes many people, they are very creative in nature. They want to do something which they want, which is very creative in nature, and they want to make designs. They want to do many things. But people many often doubt on them that how much will you earn, and whether you will do a good career in this or not. So there is a good answer that particularly I have experienced in the last 2 years in this particular COVID, that I can share this with you, that in last 2 years we have experienced a great loss in economy, and there are many industries which they are forced to close it, and many employees are just they are fired from their job, they are terminated from their job. But if you search some data in this particular garment or apparel industry, I think this was the industry which experienced the minimum loss, and the industries were running finely, and the workers, the employees who were working, they were not being terminated. The work was going on, but due to COVID, maybe there was a lockdown for 2 or 3 months, but very minimum workers were terminated, because the need of garment comes into the basic need. We will never leave to wear something. We will never, we can't live without clothes, because we are social animal. We are social people. So this particular field is very, very, very assurable field where we can build our future. And sometimes many people can be interested in the technical part. Sometimes we are not so very creative. We are not interested in making designs and sketches. But even though we can build our career in technology part of this apparel, the apparel production technology, which we call, okay, that how the garments are being produced is a huge industry where there thousands and thousands of people are working and working very nicely, and we can build our career in this different sectors like fashion design, textile design, fashion stylist. We can be a fashion stylist. What a fashion stylist is, a fashion stylist decide what sort of clothes a particular person should wear in for a particular movie or for a particular shoot or modeling. Fashion stylist can suggest that these are the clothes you can wear. It will suit you according to the role, according to the particular character. Fashion design, we know that it is something which is related to applying the design, the craftsmanship, the aesthetics to the garment, and people can opt for fashion design. And when we start to design the fabric, when we think of designing the fabric, we call it textile design. Then how the the yarns, the threads will be knitted or weaved to have a different look of fabric. And when we call fashion merchandising, we know that fashion merchandising, they are the people who actually plan and program the total merchandise, the total product, and they are also a part in promoting them. They showcase them in a particular way so that people will get attracted towards the showrooms. These are their works. So it is also very wide in range. Merchandisers are actually deal with the clients, and they are something like a bridge between an manufacturer and a client. So it is also very wide range. It is having wide range, and there are many fashion merchandising who are actually doing very good. And we are very familiar with fashion photography. We can be a photographer, taking the photographs of models and for magazines, for advertisements. There are many aspects, many more aspects in fashion technology where we can build our careers. There are the courses which is we can offer to them if we are a BSc in apparel designing, if we are a BSc in fashion business and retail management, or fashion design in textile, leather, accessories, knitwear, and there are many more UGs and PGs, courses, UG, PG courses. So if you are interested, then you can easily go for any of the degree courses, and then you can further increase your degrees. Is that okay? I can go to, I'm just going to next slide. There are some institutes worldwide and very famous in India which offer good courses of fashion technology, and amongst them NID, which is the National Institute of Design, which is actually the pioneer of this fashion technology, and the certificate is worldwide acknowledged. Okay, it is very, very nice. It is a very, very nice institute, and we can have NIFT, that many of you must be knowing about NIFT, National Institute of Fashion and Technology. We have Vogue Institute of Art and Design and Fashion Technology. There is an Army Institute of Fashion and Design. There is Symbiosis, and there are many more, Pearl Academy. There are many more institutes from where we can have a good career and good learning program. And the certificates are also very, very valuable. from these institutes. Okay. And how can we get a seat? How can we get enrolled in those institutes? We can have an entrance exam. IIT, they actually conduct entrance exam, which is called CEED, which is the Common Entrance Examination in Design. And we have entrance exam by NIFT. We have entrance exams by NIT. Okay, there are many entrance exams by Arch Academy, AIEED, which is by Arch Academy. So there are many entrance exams by which we can get enrolled ourselves. If we are we score good marks, we can get ourselves enrolled. So if when you are seeing an entrance exam, then you must be visualizing that how important now this particular career is. So people are pursuing these all these careers in or particular programs or degrees or streams in their life, in their career life. So as there is an entrance exam, that means there must be some restrictions also. Everybody is not allowed in this exam. So it is also very, very important and very nice to have these as a profession, and very successful profession. Being an apparel, from an apparel industry, I am also very happy to opt and to get myself into this particular industry. Since last 16 years, I have always seen good time. And we are also in this particular sector, we have many ample of opportunities which can take us to any part of the world. And we can also create our own dream and make it successful. Okay.
Fine. Yeah, but I think we have 15 minutes more. Shall we move on to Miss Mitra? No, Mitra can get in.
Yes,
I mean, then actually we'll have a positive of time. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes,
Thank
yes.
you. Yeah. Then
Thank you.
combinedly you can answer the questions, ma'am. You just stay there. Combinedly you can take some questions. So Miss Srimati Mitra will take it forward from here.
Thank you.
Okay.
Thank you
Yeah.
all.
Thank you. Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah. Just stay there, ma'am, for a Q&A. Yeah. Mitra.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yeah. Please.
Yeah. Can you hear me, ma'am?
Yeah. Yes. We can hear you. You
Okay.
can share your screen and yeah. You need not touch upon the same thing. You can, concise it also. Yeah.
Yeah. Just a minute. Yeah. So
Yes.
the participants who are here, can I just get a raise of hand who's interested in fashion and design, who have decided to apply? Okay, I have 1, 2, 4, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11.
Yeah, that's a nice number. Yeah, good. So you must have a good takeaway from this. So,
Okay.
yeah.
So one thing that I want to tell you is a lot of other guys, see, if you're really interested in doing fashion and design, please tell your parents that first. Even if they don't like the course, please make them understand, because it's your future, you need to fight for it. Okay, first thing. So when it comes to fashion and design, yeah, I'll tell you how to get into college and what you do in 4 years of your college. Okay, I'm not taking you anything into what fashion is or what design is, because all of you have an idea of what you want to do. Okay, so the qualification will be you have to pass your 12th grade. Okay, that doesn't mean you guys don't study for your 12th boards. Okay. So what are the programs that you have in fashion? Okay, so you can get a degree in fashion design, fashion styling and image design, fashion media communication, textile design, jewelry design, fashion business management, interior architecture and design, communication design, and fashion retail management. All these are courses that are available in design colleges. And when you choose your college, it's very important that you choose a college that specifically opens up for design. Please don't choose colleges that have design as a part of it, because the exposure you get in those kind of colleges will be very less. So when you go into a fully fashion related college, your exposure and your interaction with other departments will be really good. Okay. And the image that you see close by, this basically has all the departments working for that photo shoot. You'll have a fashion designer in there, you'll have a stylist in there, you'll have someone who's related to the media to bring it out in the magazine out there. All the carpet and all that has textile design in there. Yeah, jewelry design, business management, how much they cost for a photo shoot, everything. Actually, that photo shoot takes up a lot of work. Okay, a lot of people will be there. That's why when you see a photo shoot in a magazine, you'll have like a whole list on the number of people who work for that particular photo shoot. So how you go in is every college has a different way of applying. Basically, when I was in college, I had to get my application from a private bank. I had to go get a DD, pay, get my prospectus. This was the prospectus that I had when I joined. So it will give you the details about the college, what courses they have. So I got something like this with my application form. So I filled in the application and then I sent it back to college, and then you get a call for your entrance exam. But now it's a lot more easier. I think all colleges work online. So you can just apply online with, I don't know about the prospectus. I think everything goes online. So it's totally fine for you guys. So what comes, most of the colleges related to fashion, they don't look at your marks in the 12th. Okay, so all of them prefer to have an entrance exam. So what the entrance exam consists of is you'll have four things that you'll have to clear in an entrance exam, which is CAT, your creative ability test. That's the most important test that you'll be attending. Creative ability test will create, I'll tell you that in detail later. Then you have general ability test. If you clear these two written exams, you'll have a situation test and a personal interview. So you clear the two tests, you'll be called in for a situation test and a personal interview. Okay, so actually, I don't put a lot of words in my presentation, but I thought you guys might need it. So I just put in all the information in. I'll send the PPT to Meenakshi ma'am later on. So if you want, you guys can collect it, okay? So what's a creative ability test? Creative ability test is basically to judge how creative the person is, the use of color, your illustration, and your presentation skills, everything. So any new idea, you might get like a good score on your creative ability test. So mostly who attend colleges, mostly who attend the entrance exam, go for a special coaching for the CAT in specific. Because after 12th, when you do commerce and when you do science, we are nowhere related to fashion in school. So that's where we need to improve, and that is the place where we need extra coaching. So CAT is what you'll have to look into a little bit before you go and attend your entrance exam. Like you should learn a little perspective drawing and stuff like that. Yeah. But you guys are in a better state because we never knew what was going to happen in an entrance exam unless we wrote one. Okay. So what's GAT? This general ability test paper is basically divided into 5 categories. They divided into 5. which is quantitative ability, communication, English comprehension, analytical ability, general knowledge, and current affairs. This paper will basically be divided into 5 sections. So what are these 5 sections? The first one is basically your math, your understanding addition, your multiplication, your ratio and proportion. So that's what they test. Communication ability is your day-to-day communicative English. Yeah, your grammar and stuff like that. English comprehension. Yeah, you guys know what English comprehension is. And then your analytical ability. So basically it's like logical reasoning. So if they tell you you have 1 meter fabric, but your design consists of 1.5 meters and the fabric is no longer available, what will you do? Yeah, so that's something like that. So very logical reasoning. Then general knowledge and current affairs. So what's happening in our country right now, or what's happening in the fashion industry right now? So this is what the GAT paper holds. Yeah, these two will be the written exams that you will be attending. So you clear these two, you will be called, if you're selected and shortlisted, you will be called for the situation test. So what a situation test is basically, it's an easier version. It doesn't look as heavy as the presentation slide looks. So it's basically a craft work that you will be doing in front of them with the team. They might give it to you as a single person, or they'll give you a team, and you'll be given materials in college itself, and they'll ask you to make something, a 3D object. Okay, they might ask you to make a coffee cup, or they might ask you to make a pencil stand with the materials that they give you. So they will test your creative ability at that point of time. Okay, so that's how the situation test works. And later on, so this is something that you might be wanted to do. They might give you some material and they'll ask you to do something. They're not going to expect anything big and all, so not to worry. Something that you can handle. Yeah, so you finish these two, you'll have a personal interview. At the personal interview, you will be basically asked general questions about yourself, why you choose to do design, and why you chose a particular course. So that's fine. And they might show you some 3D and ask you, what do you think of or imagine when you see something like this? They might show you a chalk piece and ask, what do you think of this? So it's what you visualize it as. Like if I draw a zero can be an O, it can be an egg, it can be anything. Yeah, it's how you see something. So that's what a personal interview is. And when you attend a personal interview and you don't know anything, it's okay to say no. Yeah, everyone doesn't know everything. So just be confident and say no. Next one, how you prepare for the entrance exam. It's totally a personal choice, okay? Some choose to go for special classes that are there for NIFT and NID. But some prefer to go online and offline, learn through social media, YouTube or anything. But what most of the kids do is, after 12th, they stay back a year. They train for an entire year to go and do an entrance exam because they want a particular course and they want a particular college. Yeah, but in case you choose to do something like that, stay back and get trained for a year, I would prefer you go write an entrance exam first. After your 12th, it's okay if you don't know. Go attend it so you know what you're expected. So you'll know what the questions are like. You'll know what they're expecting, what drawing you're asked to do. So when you attend a class, it's easier for you. You'll know what and all you need to cope up with. So that's how we prepare. Okay. And what are the degrees you get in these courses? In UG will be Bachelor of Science. That is usually a 3-year degree. Then Bachelor of Design, which is a 4-year degree. And BA Honors, which is a 4-year degree as well. Okay. So what happens in 4 years of college is, your first year is called level 0, which is the foundation. Okay. So the foundation is basically the link between your school and your college. So it's just a bridge between your school and your college. So you will be taught all the basics, handle the fabrics, how to design, how to be creative, everything will be taught in level 0. Okay. And then comes first year, second year, third year, fourth year. So that will be level 1, 2, and 3. These 3 years, you will be taught all categories in design, which is women's wear, menswear, kidswear, sportswear. Everything will be covered in these 3 years, of which you will be asked to do an internship at the 3rd year. So you can choose which category you want to go into and do your internship. And then will be your final portfolio. Final portfolio will be your final fashion show. So you will finish with that before you get your degree. So that's what happens in 4 years of college. So one thing that when you go into college, in a design field, what the faculty and what your college can teach you will be maybe 10% of design. That's how the vast this field is. You will need to search, you will need to read books, you will need to move and find out. You will need to keep moving, go to malls, visit brands, talk to designers. So that's how you scope up, and that's how like what to say, in the industry you will be. Okay, you need to keep yourself intact with what's happening. Then please keep moving. Just don't stay with college work. Okay. So this is more of, it's not like learning, it's more of practicing. You will be doing and doing and doing a lot of work. So it's just experimenting. So you can do all the mistakes you want in college. Remember, you're just learning. Okay. Next, what are the career opportunities? This is what I'm just covering with design. Okay. You have so many more courses that I told you. There's fashion styling and image design, fashion media communication. So this is all where you can even have fashion photography as an occupation. Okay, so when you do fashion design, you can be a fashion designer. You can be a you can be a textile designer. Textile designer is a designer connected with fabrics most of the time. Or you can go into apparel design. But these people are very involved with fabrics, like how a fabric is designed, a bed sheet, bedspread, so stuff like that. Next is technical designer. Technical designers is what they do is, they are mostly the ones who work on the technical part. The designer does the sketches and gives the idea. These people make the tech packs that you can give into the industry. Okay, next is the retail buyer. What a retail buyer does is, brands like Lifestyle and Shoppers Stop, they are MBOs, okay? They are multi-branded outlets, which means they have a lot of other brands in their store. So these people will decide which brand and which which product sells in their store. They will choose which product they like and tell, I will sell the store in my sell this product in my store. So you send me these. So that's done by the retail buyer. Fashion stylist and coordinator. These people mostly work in the film industry, magazines, and ad campaigns. Okay, fashion stylists, they are, and some people are also personal stylists for actors, actresses, and stuff like that. So that comes under personal stylist. Fashion illustrator, they are mainly focused only on illustration, just fashion illustration, and they make that a profession. Okay, fashion consultant. Fashion consultant, from styling a private client to advertising campaigns, they can do anything. They're mostly like the fashion stylist. Okay, they decide what to wear and everything like that. Fashion trend forecasting. These people decide what trend comes in the next season. So they study the trend way advance. So what trend these people show will be the trend designers will follow. So they will start doing their work 1 year in advance. They will tell us what trend is going to come 1 year later. So that comes fashion trend forecasting. Then comes visual merchandiser, VM. VM are people who work in a store. When you go into a store, the way they are arranged, or what comes into, when you go into a store, no, like what the croquis wears or what the mannequin wears, everything is decided by the VM, how the store is presented. Like if it's Diwali, what the store should hold, the lights, everything is decided by the VM. Creative director. Creative director is basically the key to innovation. Okay, they will be the ones who have the highest innovation in that whole brand, and they will be bringing out all the executive products. Okay, next is an art director. Art director coordinates the visual part of the brand. Now, if Tommy Hilfiger is our brand, the art director of Tommy will make sure blue, white, and red is there, because that's what the brand holds. These 3 colors are what Tommy is. Yeah. Design director. Design director is the director who has all the designers under him. So he manages all the other designers. Fashion editor, someone who works for the news media or magazine. So anything related with news related to fashion, that goes into fashion editing and fashion writing. Okay. Next is a graphic designer. Graphic designer is basically anyone who works with total and total graphics. So this is the career opportunities that fashion provides to you guys in general.
That was
Okay.
fantastic, ma'am. That was fantastic, Mitra, ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
No, so definitely, you know, I mean, even I was saying, I mean, it made us think, even as adults, it made us think, oh, what opportunities are there here. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. We're just running out of time. And
Yeah,
so I had to just intervene. And it was really a very enlightening session. And thank you so much. And formally, our principal will speak to you from here on, students. So I think, you know, the session has been very, very self-explanatory. And, you know, I mean, I don't think there's any room for question. And people can definitely go through the the recorded version, which will be uploaded to the YouTube also, for any further information and clarification. I mean, the sessions where the content is highly self-explanatory. Just one question I see here, Q&A, how it will be connected to NID. Yeah. Abhilash Verma wants to know how it be connected to NID, or IT be connected to NID, National Institute of Design. Yeah.
How IT be
how it can, I think it can be connected to NID. Is it that, Abhilash Verma? Can you just be a little more precise about your question? Otherwise, I think, you know, it has been very, very self-explanatory, and one can go through the contents and the recorded version for any further clarification. And Bindu ma'am, you can take one from here.
Yes. Now, thank you very much, ma'am. The session was informative. We got so much of information about it, really. Our students are really enriched their knowledge on this new lucrative career, because this is one of the field where they can get the highest. So really very informative, and so much of our career opportunities also are there. So now I invite our principal, Sri Ramana Velavan sir, to propose a vote of thanks. Please, sir.
Mitra ma'am, you can you can stop sharing. You can stop sharing, and no, but still we can view your screen, ma'am.
Yeah. She has to.
Mitra, you can stop. Yeah.
One second.
Yeah.
Yes, ma'am.
Thanks. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sir, you're muted.
Yeah.
Yes.
Audible?
Yeah.
Yes,
Audible,
sir.
sir.
Yes,
Audible.
Namaste, one and all. Very good evening. Good takeaways today. Definitely our children would have get a benefit out of two ladies. One is Ruchira Mandal ma'am, excellent in giving all the content needed for fashion and design technology. Also Mitra Jyotimani ma'am.
Yeah.
Both of you have covered all the nuances in the field of fashion technology, imagination, types of fashions, trend, design, what are the qualifications supposed to be, have to have, how to prepare entrance examination, what are the national level institutions. In fact, it's about mere observation, and then we have to creation. Observation, imagination, creation, and so many other parameters are involved in making this branch go still higher. Thank you very much, both Ruchira Mandal ma'am and Mitra Jyotimani ma'am. In your hectic schedule, quickly you have responded to our call, and my humble pranams to both of you. Namaste and thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you, HM ma'am.
Thank you so much.
Thank you, Bindu ma'am. Thank you, staff from head office. And thank you, my dear parents, and thank you, my dear children. God bless you, all of you. Thank you. Namaste. We will meet next, that is first Saturday, for another session. God bless you, all of you. Thank you very much.
All of you. Thank you all of you.
Thank you so
all.
much.
Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you,
Thank you.
thank you.
It was a wonderful session,
Have a good
really.
Wonderful session. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you, madams.
Nice enlightenment. Thank you. Thank
Yeah.
you. We'll leave. We'll leave.
Yeah.